Here's a video of your 2021 Wolfpack. It's a 365 pack 16. Two 20-pound propane tanks. These are both full and ready to go. And how this works is this will point to the tank that you run off initially. So a piece right here is pointing to this tank. Once this tank runs empty, it turns from green to red and switches over automatically. So if it's red, you're on the second tank as long as that bottle's open. All right, there's your table for the back. There's your 50 amp power supply cord. Comes with an adapter so you can knock it down to 30 amps. You're limited to one AC at a time. If you don't have 30 amps, you want to plug it in at home, you can use this adapter and you won't be able to run any air conditioners. Everything else should be fine though. Now your water heater can run off gas or electric. If you want to turn off gas, the switch is inside. If you want it off electric, there's an on-off switch here on the outside. So electric switch outside, propane switch inside. There's some intake and exhaust for the furnace. You got a spray port hose here for an outside shower. There's a blue hose that'll connect there. There's your refrigerator, ice maker, outside speakers. Jacks are powered in the rear, that's new for this year. If you want to bring the TV outside, drop it in, you can do that. Spare tire cranks down on the back. It's wired for a backup camera, so if you ever feel like putting one in there, it's just a quick plug and play. You got your exterior ladder, got your fuel station, you got a 30-gallon fuel tank, so that pump and the generator will run off that one tank. And here's your on-off switch here for the pump. There's where your cord hooks up to. This connection here is for the back toilet. So you hook your hose up, pull the gate valve, dump it, close it when you're done. You got some more dumps on the front here. That gray tank is for the bathroom, sink, and shower. You got your big black here, so what you do is hook your sewer hose up, pull the black, dump it. Once that's dumped, leave it open. You'll come over here and you'll hook a hose up to the black tank flush, and you'll let that run for a couple minutes and it'll clean your tank out. Shut the hose off, close the black, and then pull the gray last, and then that gray, and those will kind of rinse your sewer hose out for you. The dump for the freshwater tank is that white gate valve. City water connections here. This is where you hook your hose up and run off the pressure from the hose. Otherwise, you take the cap off, fill the tank up, and take all that water with you. Here's your other tank. Manually, if you need to, if the battery was to go dead or the switch was to go bad for the front legs, there's a crank that comes with it, and you can stick it in there. And you can crank the front end up and down if you need to. You got some lights. This will raise and lower the lag. These lights, this is for the front cap, just some decorative lighting. Here's your battery. It's gen prepped. So if you ever want to put one in there, you can do that. Both the awnings are powered. New door, these are glass now, which looks great. Here's your breakers and fuses. There's your radio, Bluetooth. There's your solar panel working. Here's your heating and cooling. So fan, just circulate air. And if you do cool, high or low, it's continuous run. Auto is thermostat driven. Here's your gauges. This tells me how full the fresh water is, the battery, the black, rear black, front gray, and then rear gray. And then these are just a bunch of lights here. Front awning, rear awning, and then this is for the main slide out in here. Your tanks are heated, and that's what this switch here is for. And there's your solar panel working hard. Fireplace runs off electricity. Refrigerator runs off the battery, so that's always on unless you turn it off here, and then there's a thermostat too. So if you're not going to use it, you can shut that fridge off there and just prop the door open. You got a fold-away door here in the bathroom. Now the bunks can lay flat up against the wall, or you can take that pin out, lift it up, and put the pin back in that hole, and you can just, you know, you can use them both for bedding. If you want to keep the top bunk up, keep that pin in it, and that'll hold that top bunk up in place. If you remove that, then you can lower the top bunk using the weight of the bottom bunk to move that up and down. And this button here does that. So right now it's a pin that stays. Otherwise you can raise and lower it here. Like I said, you can flip them over and have it for seating. So tons of flexibility with these, with this rear bedding. You have a patio deck. This is your awning light dimmer. So you can dim your awning lights, that's new too. Washer dryer hookup. And then this is the controls for your second AC. This is for the bedroom slide out. And then you got light switches here. Hope this video helps you a little bit. Of course, feel free to give me a call if you have any questions.